There are also other reports that are coming in that could suggest that there might be a higher death toll. Now, the protest, which was sparked by economic hardship and government policies, have led to widespread violence and unrest with over 10,000 people detained. Now, the Iranian government has blamed foreign powers for the unrest, while the protesters are demanding a change and an end to the regime. And the latest coming in from Iran is that 2,000 protesters, ladies and gentlemen, 2,000 anti-government protesters have been killed. As of now, as we speak, the situation on the ground, it remains volatile, with pro-government rallies taking place alongside anti-government protests as well. Now, Trump, on one hand, has in fact warned Iran of severe consequences if protesters are killed, and has also offered to negotiate with the Iranian leaders. But as of now, the latest that is now coming in from Iran, as per the reports, 2,000 protesters have been killed. In fact, the death toll here, ladies and gentlemen, is that there are reports that suggest that the death toll could be higher, ranging from 6,000 to even 12,000. The protests were sparked by economic hardship and government policies, and that have in turn led to these violent protests and widespread arrests with over 10,000 people who have been detained. The Iranian government, of course, has blamed foreign powers here for the unrest, while protesters are demanding a change and an end to the Khamenei regime. This is the latest coming in from Iran there, ladies and gentlemen. We have been tracking the story very, very closely, getting you all these ground details, getting you the pulse of what is happening right now as we speak in Iran. 2,000 anti-government protesters have been killed so far in this widespread arrest, which was sparked by economic hardships and government policies, which in turn led to these nationwide protests. And of course, there has been a lot of detention as well. 10,000 people, as per the reports that are now coming in, 10,000 people have been detained. The situation on the ground, ladies and gentlemen, remains volatile as we speak. There are pro-government rallies taking place alongside anti-government protests. On one hand, Trump is warning Iran of severe consequences if any more protester is killed, if there is any further violence. However, this is the latest that we are picking up from Iran. 2,000 anti-government protesters killed. We are getting you these ground details, ground updates coming in from Iran. We have been tracking the story very, very closely. And these are, in fact, the visuals that are coming in of the unrest. We have been playing these visuals. We have been getting you these pictures from Iran, and as per the latest that is now coming in, 2,000 protesters have been killed. Joining me on the phone line is Senior Executive Editor Abhishek Kapoor. Abhishek, this is the latest report that is now coming in from Iran. 2,000 anti-government protesters have been killed, and as of now, the situation on the ground remains extremely volatile there. Abhishek.
Well, indeed, the situation is volatile, and these pictures from across Iran, not just Tehran, speak volumes about the kind of discontent that's there amongst the masses, which is getting reflected in the chaos. But this seems like a self-goal, Tanisha, because remember, we had other figures being quoted by protesters themselves at about 500 to 600 till yesterday. And now Iranian regime, because they are anxious, because they are under pressure, because they believe that the Americans might be coming after them, to project a picture of instability, have quoted a figure of 2,000. Now the number could be somewhere in between 500 and 2,000, but this is essentially evidence of the fact that the situation on the ground is volatile. The situation on the ground is unstable, and Iran is bracing for turbulent times ahead. And if this continues, then obviously it provides Americans the exact reason they are looking for to come in, and that becomes self-defeating insofar as the government of Ayatollah Khamenei is concerned. We are seeing some brave posturing coming in from the government there, including the speaker, for example, just a couple of days back.
Right, Abhishek. Absolutely. Thank you for getting us those details. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, staying with the same story, as Iran witnesses its most intense